This presentation will cover the Dexter stack dryer heating circuit for the 60 Hertz DDAD30KC gas dryer. Dexter Laundry recommends that all service and troubleshooting be done by a qualified service person. Live voltage is present inside of every Dexter machine. Extreme caution should be used if you decide to troubleshoot your equipment. Dexter Laundry always recommends that you disconnect power to your washer or dryer before attempting any service. Warning: failure to follow these instructions can result in death, fire, or electrical shock. The tools needed are the Dexter 6324 service key, a 5/16 socket, and a voltmeter. The symptom of the issue experienced is that the dryer turns but there is no heat. To begin troubleshooting, start the dryer tumbler. Next, unlock the control tray using the Dexter 6324 service key and slide the control forward. If the drying tumbler is rotating, the door light for this drying tumbler is illuminated, indicating that the door switch is working. The motor light for this tumbler is also illuminated, indicating that the control is attempting to send voltage to the motor. The motor should now be tumbling the drying pocket. Next, check that the correct gas light is illuminated for the drying tumbler that is activated. This light indicates the control is attempting to heat the tumbler unit. Now, to begin checking voltages through the heating circuit, remove the 3 5/16 screws from the cover panel of the rear electrical box. A voltmeter will be used to test for voltage at the upper or lower terminal block in the electrical box. Set the voltmeter to a 120 volt setting. Locate the upper terminal block under the step-down transformer. If the issue is with the lower pocket, use the lower terminal block instead. The white wires on the upper left of the terminal block are the neutral. The black testing lead of the voltmeter will be placed on the white neutral. The red lead will be used to test for voltage. Voltage will be checked at each point in the circuit to find where the voltage stops, which will identify the issue. First, place the red lead on the violet wires. This is the voltage from the motor centrifugal switch. If the 120 volts is present, the centrifugal switch in the motor is working properly. If there is no voltage, then the motor will need to be replaced. Second, while the dryer is attempting to heat, test the orange wires for 120 volts coming from the control. If voltage is present, the control is working properly. If there is no voltage, replace the dryer controller. Third, test the brown wire connection for 120 volts, indicating that the high limit thermostat on the back of the burner housing is working properly. If voltage is not constant during this test, there is a deficiency with the airflow through the machine and the ductwork needs to be cleaned. The incoming makeup air should be inspected. If the voltage is never present, the high limit thermostat needs to be replaced. The fourth test is at the black wire connection. 120 volts AC at these wires will indicate the proper functioning of the airflow switch and the overtemp thermostat. If voltage fluctuates or is not present, check the overtemperature thermostat for reset. This is done by inserting a non-conductive pencil or golf tee into the hole on the side of the thermostat. If there is still no voltage on the black wires, check that the airflow switch is functional. The final voltage test will be the low voltage heat circuit. Set the voltmeter for 24 volts AC. The black meter lead will be placed on the yellow neutral wire of the transformer. Now, place the red lead of your meter at the red wire. There should be 24 volts present at the transformer. If 24 volts is not exiting the transformer, replace it. The 24 volts now travels down the red wire to the 1.5 amp fuse. With the black meter lead on the yellow neutral wire, check for 24 volts AC on both sides of the fuse. If there is no voltage exiting the fuse, replace the fuse or possibly the fuse holder. Two events occur when 24 volts reaches the ignition module. First, the unit will send voltage to the gas valve. Then the unit will send high voltage to create a spark at the igniter. When troubleshooting, the sparking noise is an indication that all safety circuits have been achieved and that the unit is attempting to heat. To test the gas valve, place the black lead of the meter on the yellow wire and the red lead on the brown wire while the ignition module is sparking the igniter. At that time, 24 volts AC should be present at the brown wire of the gas valve. At the same time, the ignition module should be sending the high voltage for the spark. Look and listen for the spark. If there is no indication of sparking, replace the ignition module. If there is sparking but no flame, check the gas supply to the dryer for proper inlet pressure, or it may be necessary to replace the gas valve. As a safety feature, the ignition module also uses a flame sensing circuit. This is designed to stop voltage to the gas valve if there's no flame present at the burner. If the flame ignites, burns for 4 to 10 seconds, and then goes out, or if you see the flame light and the spark is still igniting while the flame is burning, then the flame sensor with the igniter probe needs to be replaced. By following these steps, the cause of the no heat issue will have been discovered and corrected. The dryer is now ready for operation.